Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Oh my god. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Shinanicast. I, of course, am Enigma. We're going to wipe on over to our main screen. And then I have to actually go into Discord and unmute and deafen myself. There we go. Hey, there's everything. So, hello, everybody. Of course, I am Enigma. And with me today is, as always, Zoe.
Hello.
Sterling.
Wait, we're starting?
We're already started.
When?
Then there's the Spira / pros.
Woo!
And our resident chicken for this evening is Prime. He balked at us. And of course, hello into the chat to our resident person who makes us sad, Vin.
Hi, Vin.
Hi, Van.
So as you can see, today is Bisexual Day. I specifically chose the end of Pride Month because we're kind of the last ones that Pride thinks of.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
So real fast before we do get started, let us briefly introduce each other as with our sexual orientations to point out the fact of the diversity we have in our cast here right now. I myself am bisexual. I am sexually attracted to both men and women. Zoe?
I am bi-curious. Sure, I go straight to the male perspective, but I still think some females are attractive, but I just haven't clicked on which one I go to the most.
And Sterling?
give me a second.
You need to think about your bi-ness.
Oh, I gotta move around a few things because I didn't know we were starting because I didn't get like a heads up.
I did say I was gonna deafen, and then after
Yeah.
everything was set up, I was coming back and we were gonna be started, right?
Yeah, I did
We're
hear
gonna
that.
deafen and then we'd get started. Anyway, I'm bisexual.
Okay.
Oh.
And then we've got Pros and Prime.
He, I'm pretty sure I'm bisexual. I might be pansexual. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm saying I'm bi for the time being, just because that's easier for my brain.
Okay.
Prime.
I am bisexual, and I will refrain from using the NSYNC reference because I've already done it when we started this call.
I do appreciate not using the InSync reference
Good.
live. Vin says straight, but happy bi day.
Thank you.
So briefly, the general consensus of the concept of being bisexual is ass is ass.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes, it is.
Actually,
The core of bisexuality is this: you see an attractive woman, you see an attractive man. Your brain says, "Why not both?"
Exactly.
I know I've got that here somewhere.
It's like that girl. It's like that taco commercial.
Yeah.
With the girl
Where
saying,
did
"Why
I-
not both?"
Put
The thing I find funny actually is that even though it is general LGBT Pride Month, like it has been LGBT Pride Month this month, Bi Visibility Day is actually September 23rd.
Oh wow.
You see, why did they fucking yeet it out of our normal goddamn month though? It just seems like a dick move.
A little.
Also a little.
Because some
Also,
people in the LGBT community don't consider bisexuality as part of the rainbow.
Well, maybe they should reconfigure their rainbow because blue, purple, and light gray are us, bitches.
Also, a little fun fact. If
My
I
flag
could say
is
a
blue,
word in
pink. What are you talking
Pink.
about?
My bad. I don't remember these things. I don't use flags.
get it. No, I'm not. I'm trying to see a thing here.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Also, a little fun fact. Anyone else and who else of My Hero Academia fans out there in the whole entire world? Today is Kaminari Denki's birthday.
Yay!
I have no fucking idea which one that is.
Don't worry.
That's the
Don't worry.
spark.
It's the one.
That's the sparky one.
Sparky boy.
Oh, lightning ass. Fair enough.
Yeah, him. Pikachu.
Yeah.
Is he the one that gets dumb when he uses his power?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
he's a
love him.
Pikachu.
I love him.
He's a
That's
Pikachu.
what-
Fair enough. What? Is there something wrong with the idea of calling him Pikachu?
No,
No.
not really. No, not really. That's
Do you know?
That's just go-to name sometimes.
So just as an interesting concept, you know, the comedian Gabriel Iglesias.
Mhm.
He's more commonly referred to as Fluffy.
Chocolate.
Yes, Fluffy. Uh, his nickname was Pikachu for a while.
Oh,
Yep.
Really?
he had a skit about it too.
He did.
hmm.
I've realized why Bi-Visibility Day in September actually makes a bit of sense.
Why?
Think about it. Pretty much all Western culture schools start in September, and thus
Yeah.
a lot of people are introduced to new classmates, and that's when they get their awakening of bisexuality.
Oh my
You know,
god.
that's actually a possible reason.
I'm gonna make
Uh,
chicken nuggets out of this
That
boy by
actually
the end of
ever
this.
that actually ever so slightly makes sense.
Only a little.
Only a little.
yeah.
Yes, I remember the story where Gabriel Iglesias ended up in a gay bar called the OP.
Oh, geez.
That's where he got the nickname Pikachu.
um,
We have a
I've
grand
been
total of
trying.
one person watching, by the way, and it is Vin.
Oh, I see 4 now.
Oh, well, maybe we got more people. I have actually
I
no
mean, I have
fucking
this
idea.
stream- I mean, I have this stream open on my phone, so I'm one of the 4.
Yeah.
I've got it open as well, so yeah.
Okay, so that's everybody because I have to have it open.
Okay. um, I'm actually trying to remember exactly when I figured out I was bi in the first place. It was sometime between like my last couple of years of middle school and like
Hmm.
high school,
Hmm.
because before my my before my last year in middle school, like the year right before that, um one of the girls in the class just above mine, I think I was in 7th grade, she was in 8th grade. She was goddamn stunning.
Hmm.
I didn't recognize that I had a crush on her until like way later though.
Yeah. The curious years.
Middle,
Yeah.
middle school, we try to figure out what their sexuality is and where do we roll in that boat.
Mhm. And
What?
I think it was hmm,
Hmm?
I don't remember what year of high school it was that I completely figured it out. I do remember at one point though I had come home to see my mom. It was either for summer vacation or Christmas. I don't remember which.
Hmm.
But we were just talking, and we were just in her car and we were talking, and I remember her specifically telling me that she thought that I was bi, and I'm like, wait, what? When?
While I didn't know what it was at the time, I think I know there was a show that sort of awakened my bisexuality.
I swear to
Mhm.
God, you calls.
Was it The Incredibles?
No,
I mean,
I
The
swear.
Incredibles is yeah. I
it's
enjoy
a
it.
good movie, but it didn't awaken anything in me. Like really, I just thought it was a good movie.
I mean, just freaking Mrs. Incredible. First of all, she's thick as
Right.
hell.
Ass
I
is
mean,
ass.
Ass
I, I
is
mean, I mean, yeah, but like, I wouldn't say that's a childhood crush because like only in later years did I go, okay, yeah, damn, she's thick.
Mm.
exactly.
But no, the specific show I'm thinking of, like, Mesh is probably the only one that might actually know of it or have seen it because like she's like Dancer King,
You know,
which
you you did
that's
show me I think an episode of Dinosaur King, hun.
yeah, which just man, I wish that show could get like rebooted and not 4 kids stop.
Ha 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 ha. No. That
okay.
won't.
The one episode that you showed me was like that. Oh my
Cringe.
god, I was cringing so bad.
Exactly.
So,
Like there were 2 characters in that, like 2 of the main leads, which were Rex and Zoe, and I liked both of them.
Huh?
They were both really pretty. No, it's a character in the
I'm
show.
playing with you. I'm playing with you.
Yeah.
yeah,
That
I
show also awakened my shipping urges.
God. Okay, so a weird concept in relation back to the Incredibles.
Uh-huh.
So Mr. Incredible's whole thing is super strength.
Right.
Mrs. Incredible's whole thing is an elastic body.
Mhm.
Right.
You think when they're doing it, like her entire body ripples like a droplet hitting the top of a lake?
Oh God.
I mean, I think she could control it, but
I think she can control that, but
I mean, is that really what she's going to be focusing on in that moment?
I don't know.
You think it's just like a mood lamp?
I have no idea.
And if you li- and if you listen closely,
I mean,
you'll hear the sound of the YouTube monetization thing going from green to yellow.
You're under the impression we were ever monetized.
Way, baby.
We don't have enough. We don't have enough subscribers to be monetized.
Did you fucking
Yeah.
see our last show? We read fan fiction.
Awful fan fiction.
Thank you, Finn.
And Vin just had to do the sex on us with that fan fiction. Basically, I mean, he fucked us.
Wait, so this isn't monetized. That means I can swear as much as I want.
Fuck
Yay, I can be
yeah.
a fucking Scottish person!
Yes, just don't say cunt.
Yay!
Oh shit, I've said it. Well, that's out the window.
Yeah, literally nobody cares, baby. Go ahead.
Yeah.
yeah, no one really cares.
Just
Yeah,
don't
good, I
get the
can be a
channel
fucking
taken
Scottish
down.
person.
Yeah.
Yay!
long
Enforce those stereotypes, Prime.
No, God, that's
I'd
that's
mention-
so overrated.
We have a Streamlabs. We don't need fucking monetization from goddamn YouTube.
True.
No, we don't.
Seriously, fuck YouTube.
You know what I tuned into the other day? Have
What?
any of you ever seen Shammy?
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay, so Shammy is an owl that reviews video games. And he's a smug little cunt. But I tuned into his first in a long time goddamn live stream, and he's pretty well up there with subscribers. He's got a few thousand.
Okay.
People just started popping in. I did the numbers from when he first went on. He made like $1,000 before his video even started.
But Jesus.
And then fucking goddamn Pyro Cynical pops in and starts yeeting like Canadian people money at him.
Mhm.
And then everything just went wild.
Yep.
So Streamlabs can be a viable alternative to this kind of shit. Like if you do it right, Streamlabs is better than any YouTube monetization because everything comes in fucking right away.
Yeah.
You're not waiting until the end of the month like some sort of a weird paycheck to get your money. You get it right away, and you can put that right back into the channel right the fuck away. Like we were watching Robin Williams films. I've about said Robin Williams MILFs, which is weirdly ironic considering one of the ones we watched was Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mrs.
Get
Goddamn
out fire. Yeah.
Hashtag man MILFs.
Man.
Hey,
Aren't
look,
those aren't those
Robin
called
Williams
dilfs?
counts.
Yeah.
Dilfs.
Baby,
Yeah.
would
You know he named his daughter
But-
Zelda? Yeah. Named his daughter Zelda. He's a good
Yeah.
dude. Was a good dude. Killed himself. Horrifying death.
Yeah.
Can we not? Bring.
We miss you, Robin.
Yeah, we'll miss you.
We will miss you.
Yeah.
So,
But,
do you have any topics for us to discuss, Zoe?
Stretch.
I'm not even sure if I actually managed to tell my story when I actually was curious.
Please do. Go ahead.
I don't know why, but it's all of a sudden I was just minding my own business, just on my phone, on Instagram, as I do. And God. And I was just going through my own business, and I saw this one again. I saw this one cosplayer, and again, she was African American cosplayer. I'm like, okay, she looks fucking cute. Then I went on her page, started scrolling a little bit more, and realized she actually cosplayed as one of my favorite characters from Ruby. Lo and behold, I see her freaking username, and I'm like, oh god, it's Mika Burton. Okay. And then there's this one other girl, I think Prime sent me a few cosplay photos of her.
Was it K Bear?
Arcos? No, not K Bear.
Oh, yeah, Arcos.
Arcos.
So,
K-Bear is
And
gorgeous
she does.
too, though.
Oh, yeah.
go ahead.
And she does a lot of gender bent, like a really good gender bent cosplays.
Mhm.
Like, she's a girl herself. She cosplay a whole bunch of guys, which, oh my god. And I was just scrolling through Twitter, and I saw one post of her cosplaying as Todoroki, and she just pouring like a water bottle on herself. And
Oh
I saw the
god.
God, I
caption.
remember that.
Yeah, and I saw the caption of that. I'm like, okay, that's enough for Twitter for one day. And that's
Okay.
when I kind of just like, maybe I do have a thing for girls.
That's
Not
enough
sure
internet
yet.
today, thank you.
Exactly. Maybe I do have a thing for girls. Not sure though.
Mhm.
We'll see. We'll see.
It is one of those things that you will experiment with more than anything else. Like, you'll never really know if you're bisexual until you have the opposing genitalia looking at you.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I did date a girl once. It was alright, but it did not go well. I don't blame that on myself, like, at all.
Well,
No.
were you physically attracted to that woman?
I wouldn't say I wasn't physically attracted to her, but I did like her personality, though.
Well, that's
Okay.
that's what do they call that shit? Sapiosexual.
Hmm.
Yes, there's a word for everything now.
Yeah,
There is, yes.
there is. But yeah, I'm more attracted to someone personality than like I will accept their physical attraction later on, but I want to see what the personality is like. Like, do I vibe with them? Do they vibe with me and whatnot?
Yeah.
Does anybody else
But
wanna tell
yeah,
their story on that? How you realized that you were bisexual?
Hmm.
I kissed a girl and I liked it.
okay, Katy
God damn
Perry.
it, that song was
Okay.
coming. I knew it was gonna
Yeah.
show up somewhere in here.
Let's
No,
not
legit
get
though.
Kappa on us.
No, I
My first
understand.
my first girlfriend was her name was Jasmine,
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
and we went for maybe like 6 months and then we broke it off
Mhm.
Hmm.
So during,
because we were both in high school and bitches be crazy.
I mean,
Yeah.
bitches do in fact be crazy, but like, was it?
Shit, you're right.
Did you at the time just think like you were a lesbian, or?
No, because I knew that because I liked boys and I started dating Jasmine because I was curious and I was like, I don't really like this just as much as I do dating a boy.
Hmm.
So
Yay.
Well, shit,
only
there ain't
thing
no
that made
problem
it
there.
the only thing that kind of sucked is when I told my mother. She cried.
No.
Why?
I don't know. I think in her mind she thought that I was going to be a lesbian.
I mean,
No.
to be fair, I actually have screamed the phrase "ass is ass" at my father.
Ass is ass.
Because, like, it was one of the things that he used to say all the time was, food is food. It doesn't matter what it is, just eat it.
Yeah.
And I was like, so I think I might like dudes and chicks. And he was like, wait, so you're gay? I'm like, no, I'm not gay. I'm bi. The fuck does that mean? It means ass is ass, Dad.
Ass is ass.
Much like food is food, ass is ass.
Yeah.
You don't discriminate.
Yeah. I think I got really, really lucky with like the whole realizing my sexuality thing because my dad and my stepmom that I was living with while I was in high school, they were chill with pretty much anything I did, pretty much anything that I decided I want to do. And my
Mhm.
my mom, who raised me, my mom's a lesbian.
I mean, shit, that is certainly a way to pull that off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not gonna have
I
any
got very lucky
problems
with-
there.
I got very lucky.
You did.
Baby, you still there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I'm
So.
like thinking about the like one thing I know I would like to talk about the good bisexual representation of me in the media.
Yeah.
Dude,
I don't really pay a lot of
The
attention
good
to
LGBT
representation in media.
representation in general.
I really don't
Yeah,
either.
like yes, bisexuality doesn't get as much attention as like just LGBT, but it's still there.
Yeah.
First off, Rosa Diaz in Brooklyn Nine-Nine is canonically bisexual, and it
And
wasn't.
She's incredible.
Never seen
Yeah,
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but okay.
you need to do
I
so.
technically
I
haven't
don't.
watched the show. I've seen clips of Rosa and just sweet merciful Jesus.
God.
Yeah. Basically, Latina, angry Latina that will smash everything. And when I say smash, I don't mean like Bow Chicka Wow Wow smash. I mean like Hulk smash.
Break shit. Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually thought of
I mean,
break shit
technically it's a
before I
little-
realized that you also could have meant smash.
I mean, technically, it's a little bit of both.
I mean, shit, you right.
Yeah, like, and I will say, in terms of this bisexual representation, it wasn't done in the shit way, otherwise known as the J.K. Rowling way, of after the entire show is after the entire show is completed, it's just a little offhand fact that just make you seem so #woke. No, canonically bisexual, like completely and utterly referred to in the show, said by the actress herself, who is, by the way, like she is confirmed bisexual. The actress Stephanie Beatrice.
Don't give shit to my umbrella. You fuck off, Finn.
What the hell has Vin doing?
He said so any Latina girl, any Latina that gets pissed off. Leave my umbrella out of this. She'll beat you with a
Look
flip-flop.
here.
Right? Hit you
She'll get the
with
sandals, I
something.
say.
Yeah.
Go ahead, baby.
Yeah, the other show that off the top of my head that I know can do good bisexual representation, the gayest show of all time, She-Ra, like the She-Ra
Yeah.
reboot.
We don't
Right,
talk
just-
about She-Ra here.
We don't talk about
Yes, we
She-Ra.
do.
Yes, we
What the fuck
do.
are you
All right.
talking
No,
about?
we
Yes,
don't.
Let's go down this road. I want to
no,
yeet
no,
the
you
entire group of people that made She-Ra into a wood chipper. You do not put the
Why?
shonen head on a female body, ever. It is unacceptable that that is a thing, and I will not watch that goddamn show because of it. I will put it on for others, but you cannot put a shonen head on a female body. It makes it look fucking weird.
Not that shonen, but okay.
It is the
It
canonical
doesn't
shonen
have to
head.
be shonen. It doesn't,
I
Prime, it
don't-
doesn't have to be shonen.
It's
Whatever.
just that thing of it's like,
Again,
I hate that fucking
again,
show.
I don't see a problem with
everyone,
it myself, but that's just me, I
But,
guess.
yeah,
again,
I
everyone
see
has
a
their own
problem with
opinion
it.
on the show. So
Yeah.
Vin's giving shit about it in the
Vin's
fucking
been
chat, but
waiting.
whatever he wants to say about it is completely different from my thing. Art style is very important to me when it comes to a show. And I cannot stand seeing because it's the boy shonen head. And I've pointed this out to people many a time, and they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, motherfucker, she's got Goku's head!
I don't see it.
Nor do I.
I genuinely don't see it. I'm sorry.
I can get the two pictures and overlay them on top of each other if you'd like. Because I can do it, because they fit, because it's the same goddamn head. And that's what bothers me. I'm sure the story is wonderful, and the show is wonderful.
It
is,
I
yeah.
can't get past the art style.
Mm.
Like, if it was a book, I'd probably be fine with it.
Well,
I
it probably is a
A,
novelization.
think that's a really stupid reason to not watch the show, and B,
I understand.
I like the art style, so
Yeah,
It's
but
it's just
the
that
background-
little gripe.
But yeah,
okay,
I tend to like
The-
hyper focus on shit.
yeah.
the-
No,
Can we
like,
all just say that out of all of the remake/reboots, 2011 Thundercats was the best.
2011
I didn't watch
Thundercat.
2011 Thundercats.
Cats.
Oh, you're
No, just-
missing out.
I have to fucking Google this now. I don't know which Thundercats reboot you're talking about because there's been like 4.
I remember the advert for it, but that's it. Mainly because it's distracted with regular show, because regular show was amazing.
Regular show was really good.
Yeah.
Our regular show was.
The funny thing is, though, I actually didn't watch like regular show how everyone else watched it because I lived in Britain and so everything was really censored.
Mm.
Oh.
Like there's this one really well known bit of it being cut or changed was there's a moment where Rigby and Mordecai call each other turds, and then Pops is like, "We can all be turds." However, that was changed in Britain because apparently turd is like really bad for children. That is stupid. I don't get it. But they referred to it as plank instead. Like they referred to each other as planks, which just in what world is that an insult?
I have no fucking idea.
Dumb.
But yeah, my whole problem with the 2011 Thundercats, the original Thundercats was fucking furry bait enough. It didn't need to get fuzzier. But that's
Everything
me.
needs to be furrier.
No,
No, it really doesn't.
I do not like the concept of hair in my goddamn Frosted Flakes, which is why I buy the generic.
Like that's Lion-O and that's Tigra.
Why would you
she's
show me Lion-O and
interesting.
Tigra? Why would you? Why the fuck does Tigra look like a twink? God damn it! Tiger was butch, you motherfuckers.
Hold on.
He was Tigra. Don't you fucking dare show me Panthro, because if he looked like trash, I'm gonna lose my shit. But when it comes down to the concept of representation, like, at the end of the day, have characters that are this, that are that, because they just exist in the world. Don't have characters in there to shoehorn them in.
Yeah,
Here's
like
Panthro.
again, don't. This is I mean, for any like people who are wanting to make a sort of television series, if you're and wanting to have bisexual characters, please write them to be just a character that is bisexual, not a character that's sort of forced to be bisexual, so you can have that brownie point.
I'm gonna take a step away for a second before I leave my shit on air.
God damn it.
I thought he'd like it. It didn't look bad. I don't think it looks bad.
Again, everyone has their own opinion on some characters in the show. So
Hmm.
just because you like it, don't mean he actually will like it as well.
Mm.
I mean, I'm looking at it and I don't see a problem with it, but that's just me.
I'm too busy drawing sexy ass motherfucking Diego. So I mean, this is probably the most hottest sun elf I have probably been drawing.
Diego's a beautiful, beautiful creature.
Yes.
Yes.
He's a husband.
Yes, he is.
He's a glorious husband.
Mm-hmm.
I still can't get over this freaking cosplayer. Like, she is so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Why does she look so
My
good? Why does she look so good as Guy?
God, my parents were probably just heard me saying, "Oh, I'm very curious" and whatnot. I'm like, "Yes, I am." Okay.
Mm.
I think that they did a good job at upgrading Panthro. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Again, it's just his point of view of things. Don't take it
Yeah.
so seriously.
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't do anything wrong, okay, Qual?
Yeah.
Mm.
To get us back onto the whole bisexuality sort of thing, I can say that like parts of my like I know at least my brother is supportive of it because my brother is also the bi,
Oh,
How about
and I know that is true because he's brought both a girl and a guy home, not simultaneously, but like he has brought a girlfriend and a boyfriend home.
all right.
If he did bring them back, if he did bring both of them back at the same time, then I mean, damn, good for him,
Right?
But I mean, like, I wouldn't blame him for managing to do so because like everyone wants to see the birds.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, when it comes to the whole support on family side, it's sort of a mixed bag, especially because I do live in, like, Britain. So, like, my brother, full support because he is also the bi. My dad doesn't fully understand it, especially like he's obviously much more fan of the straight side of me, but like he at least accepts the fact that I am bi and can openly say I'm bi.
Mhm.
Okay,
In,
that's at least good.
in, 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 including open, like talking with his own girlfriend about just how gorgeous certain Formula One drivers are,
Okay.
Hmm. I have.
because there are a lot of gorgeous ones there. But meanwhile, on the other hand, my grandfather is just completely disapproving of like one half of it.
Your grandfather's a fucking cunt.
Yeah, he's like he is a
Dick.
yeah he's a known like he's known for being quite homophobic as well as racist. So that's fun. That's fun considering I have a bisexual girlfriend of color.
Yeah, I was about to say, I can't wait for her to meet me.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna sit here and drink my incredibly bisexual drink because it's
To be
chocolate
fair-
strawberry milk.
Ooh,
oh,
Oh, that sounds good, actually.
yeah.
hmm.
Also,
There
on
is
that
one
note,
thing I think we can agree on, though. Watch.
What?
The 2011 Thundercats look a hell of a lot better than the current Thundercats that's going on.
What, you mean Roar?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's just because a fucking kindergarten class drew that shit.
I
I don't-
mean,
I'm a
like
shit artist, but I can draw better than that.
So,
you can make better Thundercats with fucking stick figures.
Exactly.
So, what kind of people are
so
we? Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yes, watch.
for the fourth time, I don't mean to shit on other people's media. It's not like I'm knocking you for what you like or knocking what you like. It's just it's not for me
Hmm.
because
I
of
get that,
slight
though.
things like that. And I know it's stupid.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's just I can't get over it, and it means I can't enjoy it. It's the only thing I'll notice because I hyper focus.
Yeah, I think like there is a franchise for me that's like that, where it's just like it's not the fact, although it's not the fact of like there's something that's minor about it that ruins it for me. It's more the fact of like considering how I was raised, I just couldn't. I'll never properly be able to get into it, which is Star Trek.
Oh, because of
Because
Scotty.
no, not that.
Oh,
No,
okay.
he grew up in a Star Wars house. Is the problem?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I grew like our house is pretty much entirely Star Wars mad, myself included, because Star Wars is actually amazing.
It was amazing.
It was.
I mean, like parts of it still are.
Yeah, like the original trilogy and even the like
Rogue
prequels
One.
are serviceable, but
Rogue One's also amazing.
no,
Like,
it's absolute trash. But that's my opinion.
Yeah. For me at least, Rogue One is at least worthy of being a good Star Wars movie. Like,
Mm.
we can ignore the sequel trilogy,
It's
although
a good movie.
yeah.
It's not a good Star Wars movie.
That's fair.
Like
But
that's the easy way to put it. Like I can say it's a good movie, but I can't say it's a good Star Wars movie.
Mm.
It doesn't have that like space operatic feel to it.
Yeah, that's fair. Like as much as I can say, the sequel trilogy is much like crap. It does have two really confident bisexuals in it though, which is
Mm.
good. Finn and Poe in that movie, which Oscar Isaac, who let's be real, he's a daddy. Like
I don't know which one this is.
that's the one that's the pilot one.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, very confidently bisexual.
We'll
Not only
disagree
just
on
has
his
like,
level of daddy, but fair enough.
not only that, but he actually like I'm not sure if he is actually a bisexual actor, but he definitely gives off that vibe. Considering how strongly he pushed for Finn and Poe to be gay.
Well, like, here's the thing. When it comes down to it, representation does not a good movie make. It just makes
Yeah.
good representation. And that's why
Yeah.
I will push back so hard on when somebody says something like that. It's nothing against you when I do it. I do it because I have a high standard for media when it comes to representation.
Yeah.
You're gonna throw
But,
me
I
into
mean,
a shitty movie. Sure, you've thrown me into a shit movie. Oh, my character's bisexual? Fine. I enjoy that. The story's shit? Fuck you. Why didn't you tell me that before I started?
no,
Yeah.
Not all representation is good representation.
no. Like I said at the start, like there is a good way and a bad way to do representation.
There is.
But I'm not going to say that if Disney had had the balls to actually make Finn and Poe gay, that wouldn't have automatically saved the movies at all.
Wouldn't
But
have
it would
damned
have at
them
least
either.
been it also would have been like actually a good move on their part to actually follow through with it, if that
You
makes
wanted-
sense.
Sorry.
Yeah. Basically, like in terms of these, like okay, there is actually one franchise that did LGBT representation well that's going to surprise everyone when I say what franchise it is that did it well.
Steven Universe?
No, because
I'd
that's not
fucking
shocking.
Skin
Not
you.
even remotely.
Like that, and it wasn't even that subtle of representation. No, the franchise I'm going to say it actually did LGBT right. Mortal Kombat, of all fucking franchises, did LGBT right.
Which Mortal Kombat?
How about
Mortal Kombat 10
oh
with
Okay,
with
you're talking about the games.
the game?
Fair enough.
Yeah, the
I
games.
can definitely give you the games.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
like they actually did LGBT right with 3 characters. Kung Jin, who's canonically gay, Melina, who's an existing character that they've said is bi, and Tanya, who's said as being like I'm pretty sure she's bi, but she's also got a heavy female preference.
So
Mhm.
yeah, yeah,
So me, got it.
bisexual.
Yeah, so bi but with girl preference.
So,
And all
Yeah.
three of these characters have actual like it's not that they're just simply plasters as that
Mhm.
for the brownie points.
yeah.
Instead, it's just simply part of who they are. It's not who they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Like,
Well,
before you continue on, we are at the 10 minutes remaining mark, so I have to move this along.
okay.
yeah,
sorry.
I actually wanted Quill to say what she was trying to say. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Quill.
Something I've been trying to say for the last 10 minutes, but yeah. No, I honestly think that, Steven Universe did do a pretty good representation of a gay couple because it's not in our face.
Hmm.
Garnet isn't in our face all the time going, I'm gay. No, it's literally just, it's not even really that much addressed. That's what the representation is. You don't
Yeah.
actively address it. If you see
I mean,
somebody,
the
if you see like a gay couple or a bi couple, making, being there, then and you don't hyper focus on the fact that they're either a homosexual or a bisexual relationship, or even a polyamorous relationship, like with what was her name, Fluorite. Fluorite is an example of a polyamorous relationship. That's why she speaks so slow, because every single gem inside of her has to make the decision to say what word next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was going to say real quick, the most in your face thing regarding Garnet was that whole arc where Ruby and Sapphire end up getting married.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it was a wedding thing, and I thought it was pretty
It was a
cute.
wedding.
Yeah,
It was like
Yeah.
two, 3 episodes anyway.
I loved that entire arc. I was just saying, like, that's the most in your face thing that happened, and even then it was
Mhm.
fucking adorable, so nobody's gonna complain about it.
Yeah.
So,
Or at least I'm not going to. Yes?
now is about the time when we end our usual Shinanicast, about 1 hour. So, does anybody want to talk about anything very specific before we go
I'm
for the
more
day?
attracted to black women. In
Hi.
terms
Oh,
of my
same.
What's up?
I swear to God, I'm going to send
I-
you all to heresy jail if you keep interrupting each other.
Like-
One at a time, motherfuckers.
Like,
Can we have an orgy while we're in heresy jail? Because if we can't,
Yeah.
then we'll be fine with that.
I'm not opposed to it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But no, like it's weird. I'm not attracted to black men, but
Mm.
I really like the black women.
Oh, okay.
it,
Yeah,
it
keep going.
it's well documented just how much of a chocoholic I am,
I'm-
both in terms of the food and people.
Okay, I realize that this is probably an insensitive, phrasing to use, but can we move on from Jungle Fever for a minute? I apologize if that is is racist to say, but like that's what it's always been known as. Kansas, fuck. Regardless, I did go ahead and let RC know that they're more than welcome to come on. If they touch base with one of you guys, just let me know a day, and we can do the cast then. When I say something else to talk about, very brief subjects. So Quill likes the POC ladies. Pros, you? Not about your preference, just if you wanted to talk about anything.
Yeah, nothing I can think of.
Prime, and remember, please just condense, man.
Nothing I can really think of.
Oh shit! Wait, I just remembered something. There are times where people will say that somebody who says they're bisexual but is dating either a man or a woman is like whatever sexuality like matches their relationship. Like for example, somebody will look at me in Prime and say, "Oh, they're straight." No, we're fucking not.
Yeah, no, stop erasing us. Stop erasing the other side. Just because I'm with pros doesn't mean I'm not going to stare respectfully at Carlos Sainz because he's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah. We're the forgotten sexuality.
Oof. Zoe, was there anything you wanted to say before we go to basically final thoughts?
No, not really.
Alright. So, here's the thing I'm going to do on Bisexual Day. I'm going to give a quick little jaunt into the mind of how what I consider would be the most important thing to remember after today. If anybody else has a final thought after I run through this, that's fine. Fair enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Bisexuality, a lot like many of the other more niche concepts of sexuality, like polyamory or really anything of that nature, is in itself something that can be seen and something that can be completely invisible. Consider the concept of pros and prime. They are in a standard heterosexual relationship, but that doesn't erase the other side of who they are. Just because a polyamorous person decides that they want to date one person doesn't mean they're monogamous. And by taking the time to acknowledge that and understand it, you are, in effect, giving the best concept of representation you will ever have for a bisexual person. I don't give a good, jolly, fucking Kringle fuck about if I see 48 perfectly shown bisexual people in a fucking movie called Bisexual Panic. I don't give a good goddamn. What I want to see is it being recognized and registered in front of me. I want somebody to walk down the street and say, "Hey," and then I talk to them about my sexuality, and they're like, "Oh, so you're bi?" And I say, "Yeah." That's all I fucking want. If I'm currently with a young lady or a young man, I don't want them to immediately assume that I'm straight or gay. Maybe it's okay to be attracted to both sides. Maybe it's okay to be attracted to multiple people. And maybe it's okay to give a shit about people who are bisexual. And by God, I don't ever want to hear the fucking phrase straight passing one more motherfucking time. Because yes, I can go out on a date with a woman and be quote unquote straight fucking passing, but maybe I want to suck some dick.
Maybe.
What? What's that?
What?
Really? But straight passing?
Straight passing is the concept that I can go out, date a woman, and live a life completely free of prejudice. But the whole fucking concept of that is that it's still prejudice because you're assuming I want to live a straight life. Maybe I want to suck some dick. Maybe I want to go to England, find a nice gay man, bend him over, and fist him until he comes. Maybe that's my fucking desire to do that goddamn day. And you can't fucking stop me from doing it. And I guarantee you, when I'm elbow deep in a man's ass, I guarantee you, you're not calling me straight passing. So sure you can, somebody in the fucking world. And just what Ramona Lalonde said in the goddamn chat, love is love, plain and simple. It shouldn't matter what gender orientation they are.
Thank you,
Seriously.
Ramona. Thank you very much, Ramona.
Yeah.
Anybody got any other final thoughts?
Ramona is also entirely correct when saying Prime and Prose are about as straight as a spiral. You are absolutely right.
Yep.
Yep.
About as straight as a recurve after you string it.
Well, do you have anything you want to say?
Yes.
Are you typing in the like? I can't see if you type in the Discord.
I know. I just wanted to say that, just again, like with what Prime said, just because I myself am currently dating a man doesn't make me straight. My boyfriend's bi too, so we both can just look at a guy and go ooh, or a girl and go ooh.
You see, I actually didn't know he was bi. I
Yeah,
did not
he
know
is.
that.
Yeah.
He is.
Oh,
Um, but yeah, I mean, like I said, that doesn't mean like I can't sit there and say to pros and Mish that I think that they're fine. You know what I mean?
I mean, they are
Yeah.
fine.
You?
Let's be
I
fair,
think
they
they're
fine.
Oh yeah.
thank you.
Fine. Ooh,
They're
so
good.
fine. But yeah, I mean, just because I'm dating a guy doesn't mean that I'm straight. I am, I like girls, I like guys. I've just chosen to be with a guy. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, if you're bi and you're dating someone of the opposite sex, that doesn't make you straight. Or if you're dating someone with the same sex, that doesn't make you gay. You're
This
still
is true.
bi.
Yeah.
Don't
Yep.
let what other people think shape who you are.
All right,
Like I've been told that I'm fake bi. No,
I'm gonna
not.
go pee.
You're not.
You do that.
Have fun.
I am not. I had a crush on pros for months.
Wait, what?
No, I did.
When?
About shortly after we became friends.
Was this before or after we started the campaign?
We've been friends for what now? 2 years?
I think.
Maybe a month or two into our friendship.
Okay.
I mean, I've been over it now for over a year, so it's fine.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
just saying, like I've had crushes on a lot of my black girlfriends, and that's fine. I know better than to hit on them.
Mm.
That
I
sort
mean,
of
you
thing.
can hit on me and it won't really make a difference. I don't care.
Oh, I flirt with
Yeah.
you all the time. I'm just
Yeah.
doing it sassy.
Sorry, I was about to piss myself. I was trying to to wrap up into that concept real fast.
So you use Sappy as a mask to flirt with me, is what you're telling me.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Of course you are.
Anyway, quietly begins planning on shipping. Oh dear God. To be fair, I'm pretty sure that there's quite a lot of shipping that goes around in this community.
I fucking can't deal with that accent. Why?
know.
Would you much rather do this one, love?
For
You
fuck's
get
sake.
on.
Fuck out of here!
You're evil.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you will be noticing in our description we do have the Streamlabs link. Please feel free at any time after or currently during the show. Feel free to donate if you so like. Donations will be used to promote situations like movie nights and that sort of thing, as well as the continued production of merchandise, which we will be putting out 2 sets of. Zoe, I do apologize. Do you mind if I tell them about our future plans for the
Go ahead.
pillows?
Please go ahead.
Wonderful.
I'm in the drawing up a pillow in process right now. So
We are
please.
currently planning
Dakimakara's.
Dakimakara
I'm sorry.
pillowcases for the Diego and Enigma designs, and we may continue putting out some more of those. We also have the Thirst poster and Thirst mug. These also feature Zoe's wonderful art. It is wonderful. And if there's anything else that you want to see on a shirt or in a cup, on a flask, we do various kinds of products. If you want to see any of
Or on
that,
a
feel free to come
tumbler.
by. Here on Thursday, I'm going to be doing another Shinanicast, hopefully. But we wanted to do Bisexual Day before the end of Pride Month, and I thought no better day than the last day of Pride Month. And then, of course, here's Saturday, we have Vinanicast, where we will be reading a wide variety of terribly painful fanfiction, as usual, funded by the lovely Vin V in the chat.
Thank you, Vin. But why?
Or anyone that wants it, you know.
Or anyone else that wants it, yes. It's just he's the one that paid for this particular upcoming show, which is why I mentioned that.
I know.
I know. So please feel free to go check out any of the channels of the individuals that come here in the evenings. Do you want to pull out any of those?
What?
Like mention your channels or anything else?
I'm currently rewriting a script for a Pokemon video that I'm hoping to have out. Now I have to push it back to next month. Not this month that's starting tomorrow, but I mean the month after.
August.
Okay.
Yes.
I think you should wait until October personally and release it around Halloween. Then you can add a spooky theme.
Well, I mean, it's a top 10 video about my favorite Pokemon from each generation.
Are any of them ghost types?
I think so. A couple of them, yeah.
Alrighty then. What now, Voodoo Man? Apparently, pros can also be
Hopefully I'm
paid to
going do it
sing.
in August.
That's an interesting one. Apparently, pros can also be paid to sing, as well as I do read actual books, short stories, poetry, that sort of thing. If you would like to have something in my voice, just let us know. We're relatively cheap.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't really ask for a lot, so.
Yeah.
But
I can do singing or the voice acting if need be for things.
Oh yeah.
if you'd like to,
Yeah,
we
voice
can get
actor.
that sort of a thing. But yeah, you just let us know if there's anything you want to. No, Vin, nobody wants to pay you to sing. No offense, bud. I'm just casually continuing this, even though I'm not intending to.
We can do readings of actual good fan fiction and have one of us be the narrator and the others part of the the cast of characters.
I mean,
That
shit,
actually
you
sounds
right.
like fun. That actually sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's
I
what
actually-
Scribbler does.
I actually sent it watch a good old fashioned. I wanted him to read. It's really good. It have really good grammar.
All right. So, please feel to tune in either this Thursday or Saturday for our perpetual torment. on Saturday, at least.
Yeah.
And if there's anything you want any of us to read, just send a donation with a link to whatever you would like to have us read. If it's within reason, we will do so. Like, if you send me a $5 donation to read a goddamn fucking 88 chapter novel, we're not going down that road. Like, consider your audience.
Yeah.
But anyway, anything anybody else wants to talk about? We're moving to the end screen.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be doing the Skyrim lore books, right?
Are we?
At some point,
Are
yeah.
we?
Oh, me and Watt.
Whenever you
Oh,
want
okay.
to.
Yeah, sure. We could pick a day and we'll both get on our audacities and do recordings.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to deafen and play some outro music for everybody, and then we're going to be clear.
Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.